And several times when I do a Hindu wedding, I go in my sari.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Is it as per their request, or you think it'd be something about that will fit in and they'll feel
well,
they
both.
prefer?
Because I would just say, oh, I think I can wear a sari if that's okay with you. And say, oh yes, please, that'd be nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So I ask what color is your gown, so that I won't sort of be too
clash or something that you don't know is a taboo or something like that.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So, and I know that they pretty much like Buddhists. They stay away from whites as well. Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think white is when they use
mourning
for
funerals. Yeah, so you don't want to. Yeah, so then it clashes with. We can go on to this modern weddings. We have the white wedding, the white dress, and all that sort of thing. And then there's a big thing now. It's a bit of cultural appropriation. You've heard that you're not allowed to wear clothing from another culture. If that's a big thing that they're hitting people on and bullying people. They catch anyone doing that. You know, like anyone say, for instance, you or I, we put on one of those ponchos or a Mexican hat.
Oh,
that's a cultural appropriation.
All
that's
right.
a big no-no. But
in which country would that be?
Well,
in America.
I'm just saying, and now generally, I mean, the climate now, I don't know how in touch you've been that big thing about cultural appropriation. You can't do this. You can't wear someone else's clothes, or even big thing with blacks in America. They're saying, braids are a black thing. If you're not black, you can't have braids in your hair. A big dispute of that. When other people coming, hang on. Braids have been used in this culture and for these thousands of years earlier, before, and so forth. So, big hoo-ha about it. So I guess a lot of people now, to be safe, they stay away from that, unless, I guess, because if they're partners in that, so then it's obvious they've got permission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't come across that in my weddings. No one has said, oh, you shouldn't be wearing that because you're not such and such. But in Filipino weddings, for instance, if the husband or the groom, say, is Australian,
it's not a Filipino, and
they would wear the barong Tagalog, which is the Filipino
male dress,
male shirt, which is kind of the formal, and it's really beautiful, and no one has objected or anything. I
think people are probably happy.
Yeah,
very pleased about it. Like he's paying respect.
Exactly, and it's almost like an embracing of the culture of the partner.
I guess it all comes down to intent. Really, it's done correctly and respectfully, or if it's done to mock.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's a big thing.
And always, I think, in a wedding, because the whole idea is unification and embracing of the other person's culture. And wedding is when two cultures or two lives or two families come together. And most of my weddings, I suppose, because it's always like mixed weddings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of them. Even if say one of the partners, one of the couple is like say Filipino, but she's been here, she's been born here,
and really
raised up like say an Australian.
Yeah,
but they want to have a Filipino ritual.
Yeah,
and so that is really a nice way of embracing also the families.
Yeah,
and very often.
Acknowledgement of their background and their culture and where they've come from, basically. Actually, an acknowledgement of themselves.
Yeah.
Recognizing that part.
Yeah, and that's interesting too, because you come across, and it's not my place to do it, to make any sort of saying that's good or bad or they're wrong, is that some people, say some Filipinos, if you like, they are in a quandary because they've been born here, they were raised here, they don't know, am I really a Filipino still, or that sort of thing. But then because their parents are saying, have a bit of respect or a bit of acknowledgement and honoring of your, like their parents and their whole heritage. Yeah, and they would say, okay, I'll do it, and then they do that.
Okay.